Hello YouTube, I'm Josu and welcome to the first video of 2021. A new year, new hopes. After quite a terrible year, I really hope this year will bring us only happiness and health. God knows we need it. And also, another thing that happened with this year, we surpassed 500,000 subscribers. This is unbelievable. Like, I'm not the one who can make huge celebrations, so I just want to say thank you so much for everything you've done for me. All the love, all the affection, all the support. All I can say is the love is mutual. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. So in this first video of the new year, I wanted to try something of a new concept of sorts, and I've come up with why not I share some of my favorite things about the film industry that I'm crazy about for the last 7 years. Maybe some of you can think like, why would we care about your favorite things? So I want to explain it shortly. Since I started growing interest in Bollywood, all I wanted to do was to share my love with other people. So we could talk about the movies, the songs, and everything. But unfortunately, I had never had anyone to do that with. So all I could do was just watch all kinds of people or reaction channels that were talking stuff about Bollywood. I love the feeling that there are people thinking and loving the same things that I think and love. That used to make me really happy. That's basically why I started this channel too, to show my love toward Indian films. And be like that people who used to make me happy to people like me who wants to connect to someone over the same interests. So yeah, that's the explanation. Maybe it wasn't that short, but anyway. Although, over the years, other than reaction videos, I never came across to like people making my top 10 Bollywood movies list or songs list. Because other than sharing the same interests, I've always wondered if that person has the same favorite things as me. Like if they feel the immense love I feel towards Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol too. Or if they get all tingly inside when they see Hrithik Roshan shirtless. Or like their 113th time of watching Three Idiots, they are crying and feeling proud while watching Virus giving his pen to Rancho after the bird scene. And a million other things like that. I always wanted to know, so I'm sharing my favorites to people who wants to know mine. It's simple as that. So for this favorites list concept, I thought with what I should start. And immediately the 90s songs appeared in my mind. We may have been entered the year 2021, but everyone who knows me knows that my soul is stuck in the 90s. So I had to start with 90s Hindi songs. I even dressed for the occasion. I'm a 90s girl. So let's start talking about the songs. I know already that some of the songs you'll see on the list will make you question my taste in music. Especially number 1 will make you ask me why. But sometimes you just can't answer why. Sometimes you just love it. And that is the case with my favorites. So let's start with number 10. This song is one of the best item songs of the 90s. And it belongs to the Dancing Queen and the Jackass King. I also love the movie, but this song is exceptional. It is Dak Dak Karne Laga from the movie Beta. I'm pretty sure this song is known and loved by every Bollywood fan because it's a huge song. And it's also gotten like one of the nicknames of Madhuri Ji as a Dak Dak girl, right? So it's one of the classics. With Madhuri Ji's iconic orange sari and Anil Ji's hoop earrings and their great chemistry and the sensual dancing they did in the dark barn-looking place, waterfalls in the background, like that is a great example how to romance in the 90s in a very sizzling way. Absolutely iconic piece. Number 9 on the list. From one beautiful face to the most beautiful face in the world. With her great blue sari and her extremely cute expressions and her amazing solo performance, it's Aishwarya Rai's Nimura Nimura from the movie Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. God, I want to say those words to someone, but unfortunately, there is no candidate to hear it. Yeah, with this sad anecdote, this film, Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, I like the film, but I don't love it. Even though it won Best Picture and bunch of awards, but I'm not really into love triangle stories because there's always one person left heartbroken in the end, and I want everyone to be happy. But of course, in this movie, definitely the better man got the girl. Ajay Devgan's character was definitely the deserving one, and he got what he deserved. So that is one happy ending. And we can all see how much he loves her in this beautiful song. Never in my life I imagined that I would love a song this much about lemons. But watching Aishwarya Rai performing the song is a treat. It's so colorful and so fun, and I could never get tired of listening to it. So that's why it goes to the 9th spot. Now what goes to the 8th spot? For this song, I'm not gonna explain anything because I already made a full video about this song, so you can see what I think about this song in that video. And the song's name is Sona Kitna Sona Hai from the movie Hero Number 1. Like I said, I'm not gonna do further explanations, but I just wanna say, always enjoyable to watch, and the cutest chemistry between Govinda and Karishma Kapoor, and it's one of my favorite songs of my favorite singer of the 90s, Udit Narayanji. That's it. That's why it goes to the 8th place. Number 7. Well, this song belongs to the most iconic Jodi that ever stepped foot into the earth, and the most iconic movie of all time. The first movie that comes to your mind when you hear the word romance. I'm 100% sure you already guessed the movie, but which song belongs to my number 7 spot? In this list, there are 2 songs from this movie and 4 songs overall belong to my favorite couple. Okay, revealing my number 7. It's Mehendi Laka Ke Rakhna from the movie DDLJ. I absolutely adore this song. I know every single song by heart from DDLJ because every song is a freaking gem, absolute masterpieces. And I know that Tujhe Dekha To probably everyone's favorite song from the movie. But weirdly, Tujhe Dekha To isn't on my list. It's weird because that song is the epitome of a romantic song. But I'm more of a fan of, like, how can you say, I love to see romance from a fun perspective. My other chosen song from DDLJ will make it clear what I want it to mean, so wait for that. Coming to this song, well, I love everything about it. Absolutely everything. Like, even though, like, let's think of it out of context, okay? Raj is celebrating the engagement of Simran, the girl who he immensely in love with, and Kuljit, a horrible man who he befriended to get close to his true love. And on top of that, he kind of flirts with Kuljit's sister, who is in love with Raj himself, because Raj and Simran have to keep their love as a secret. Like, out of context, that is really weird and bad, right? But why does it feel so right when you watch the song? When you see how they are singing to one another, and Raj secretly reassuring that he's the one to take the dulhan in the end, and their secret glances. In that moment, they found a way to dance to each other, even just for a second. Like, I'm done. It's perfect. Raj is perfect, Simran is perfect, DDLJ is perfect, like everything is perfect. And this song goes to the number 7. That's it. Number 6 is another Shah Rukh Kajol favorite, but from another amazing movie. I said earlier that I don't really like love triangles that much, but this one is my favorite of the concept. And this song is another one I made a video about. So, number 6 is the title song of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Kya karu aaye? Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Ugh, pure love. The melody is probably one of my favorite things about the song. The singing and the lyrics are perfect, but the melody is something else. This tune is so great that Karan Johar used it as the tune of Dharma Productions intro, right? Again, I don't want to say much because there's a whole video on the channel, but I just want to say two things. Maybe I didn't mention them on the other video. So the first thing is related to Shah Rukh Khan's yellow zipper hoodie he wore in the song. Like, I'm weirdly in love with that look. When I hear the song, that image of him singing in that yellow hoodie comes alive in my eyes. Yellow looks amazing on him. Among other things, of course. I'm being weird. The second thing I want to share is, well, there's this one scene, a very short scene that I always rewind it dozens of times and watch it over and over again. It's when Rahul hugs Anjali behind and tickles her and they just laugh together. It's like the cutest thing I've ever seen. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Now we're at the half of the list. It's number 5. Well, after showed my immense affection to my favorite on-screen chemistry, it is time for some Kajol's off-screen chemistry. It is from my favorite movie of Kajol and Ajay Devgan. My favorite song of the movie, Aashiq Hoon Main, goes to the number 5 spot. This is one of the songs I'm sure you'll find weird to find it on the list, but don't do it. Because, first of all, Pyar To Nahi Tha is a beautiful film. I watched it a couple of times. I love it. And I know it's a remake of Meg Ryan's movie called French Kiss, which, because of how much I love Pyar To Nahi Tha, I actually watched the French Kiss too. But let me tell you something. Pyar To Nahi Tha is 100 times better than the original. The story is great and so 90s. The actings are so good. Kajol is so cute and Ajay Devgan is so lovable in the movie. It has great songs, like other than Aashiq Hoon Main, Ajay Sagai is one of my loved ones. And I love this movie and its best song, Aashiq Hoon Main. It is so enjoyable to watch the clip and sing along to the song. And Ajay Devgan and Kajol's matching denim overalls are just adorable. Number 4, the second song of DDLJ and my all-time favorite one. It's Zara Sa Jhoom Lo Mein. God, I don't know if it is possible to put my love for this song into words because it's such a special and warm feeling that I can't describe. It's something else. Oh, how I wish to make a whole video about the song, but unfortunately, YRF YouTube channel blocked every video I've made about their contents on my channel. I'm really sad about that because I basically watched every movie the company ever made and I wanted to do more things regarding to those movies, but unfortunately, I can't. It is what it is. But I still love their works nonetheless. So, Zara Sa Jhoom Lo Mein is a song of drunk Simran finally letting loose and having the time of her life in the trip, alongside with Raj taking care of her. This song is the roles reversed version of the characters. Uptight Simran becomes carefree under the influence of alcohol, and carefree Raj becomes uptight to keep her under control. Of course, until he drinks some himself too, and the rest is history. I love how Simran always running and Raj chasing her. I love Raj's this expression all through the song. I love how Simran sees the red dress and to buy it, she breaks the store's glass with the magically appeared rock. I love how Simran rolling down the snow and Raj, who's trying to catch her, does a backflip in the end, which Shah Rukh Khan did it as an improvise. It was unscripted. I love how Raj's shoes randomly undone so Simran could throw him in the pool. And I love how drunk Raj carries Simran on his shoulders. I love it all. It's the best drunken entertaining song. Zara Sa Jhoom Lo Mein, number 4 on the list. Which that brings us to number 3. Don't kill me, but it's another Shah Rukh Khan Kajol special, and it's the last one on the list. In this movie, there are 2 super hit songs, which I love dearly, but for this list, I picked one of them because I think this one is the better one. But of course, the other one is great too, even though her eyes aren't Kali. But Bazigar O Bazigar is the holder of the number 3 spot. First ever Shah Rukh Kajol movie, first song of them together, and apparently my favorite song of them. I've never realized that before. But I think the amount of time I've listened to the song can declare the highness levelness of the song on the list, I believe. And again, I've reacted to this song before, so you can check out my thoughts on that video. Now, let's go to the number 2 spot. This pick is actually a different one because I haven't watched this movie and I came across to it by a coincidence. But it was an instant love. It is the song called Aakhir Tumhe Aana Hai from the movie Yalgar, and it is starring my favorite name to say, Sanju Baba. Sanju Baba. Sanju Baba. Sanju Baba. Sanju Baba. Sanju Baba. I had never heard this song before until I was watching a clip. I think it was the clip of Das Kadam. Shah Rukh Khan and Rani Mukherjee were the guests, and Sunil Grover was doing mimicry of Amitji. And I was like watching it, and all of a sudden this song started playing, and I was like, what is this song? It was like love at first hear. And of course I googled it, the lyrics I got from the song, and I discovered it, and we have a beautiful relationship since that day. I know I said Zara Sa Jumlo Mein is the best drunken song, but this one is like another best. In addition, we have Barish on this one. Pouring down rain, drunk Sanju Baba, serenading happening between the two leads. In one point, Sanju Baba takes off his shirt and things get weird. And then he gets to her and carries her on his shoulder, and the song ends in the pool. I think drunk men love to carry their ladies on their shoulders. That's my takeaway from what I've seen. But nonetheless, I'm so glad I've discovered this song because I think it's one of the best songs of the 90s. At least it is to me. And it's also my favorite song of Udit Narayanji. My absolute favorite from the old times. And like, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but 70% of the songs on my list belong to Uditji. That's why he's my favorite. He sang all my favorite songs. He's one of the greats. Now, before I reveal my number 1 pick and make everyone question my music taste, let's do some honorable mentions that couldn't cut in the list. These are gonna be name mentions only. Chaya Chaya from Dil Se, Le Gayi from Dil To Pagal Hai, Tal Se Tal from Tal, O Jane Jana from Pyar Kiya To Darna Kya, and lastly, Neend Churayi Meri from Ishq. And that brings us to the top pick of the list. My number 1 choice, which doesn't make sense. Even I don't know why it's my favorite, but it is. Like, I can feel it here. Okay, prepare to be surprised or weirded out or both, but my favorite song of the 90s is Bambai Se Gayi Pune from the movie Hum Hera Hai Pyar Ke. Okay, I can almost hear you saying, fine, if you want to love a song from Hum Hera Hai Pyar Ke, good, it's a great film and it has great songs, but why not love the songs like Gungat Ki Aaj Se, or like Mujhse Mohabbat Ka Izhar Karta, or Meri Neend Mera Chain Mujhe Lota Do? Why not those? Why Bambai Se Gayi Pune? I hear you. I really do, but what can I say? I can't help it. Maybe some of you are even hearing this for the first time because it is not a hit song or anything, and like, it's a nonsense song. Juhi Chawla is so cute in the song, but in the song, she and the 3 kids are performing an impromptu song to hide from the police. Yeah, and in some parts, even the kids singing the song. But I don't know. Something about this song made me love it so much, and I don't even know why. Okay, all I want to say about this is that I just got you. वो बम्बई से पुणे तक, पुणे से दिल्ली तक, दिल्ली से पटना तक गई, फिर भी ना मिला सजना, और मैं hundreds of गाने सुने, फिर भी ना मिला जैसे गाना. Wah wah! And that concludes the countdown of my favorite 90s Hindi songs list. I don't know if you had find one of your favorite songs on my list or not, but I really hope you had a good time listening to me talking and raving about these beautiful songs because I know I so enjoy talking about them. And if you want to share your top 10 favorite 90s songs with me, please write them on the comments. And if you love this concept and want me to make more videos regarding, also let me know in the comments. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching this. If you want me to watch more of this, please comment below, like and subscribe. You all know what to do. Well, until then, take care.